Work out your own salvation with fear.
Hey guys, it's Casey. Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. As promised, I have my first Cultivate What Matters haul to show you. This is the first order I placed with them. I do have 2 more orders that are coming. Hopefully they'll be here in the next day or so, and I'll do videos of those or that kind of unboxing and show you what I got. So let's start with the first thing. These are 100 intentional action ideas with faith in mind. On the back it says the hardest part of starting is the first step. So let's get you going. Faith is cultivated in consistent actions that add up over time, not in one perfect step. This deck is designed to give you simple, actionable ways to grow your faith on a daily basis. In just a few minutes, yes, your little by little will add up. And so little by little is something that you will find throughout the Cultivate What Matters goal plans, is little by little. So kind of like progress over perfection. So let's just take a quick look at a couple of these. Measuring your faith by how you feel day to day can leave you discouraged. Good news, a faith that's alive is cultivated through daily, consistent actions and a willing heart. This deck gives you simple, actionable ways to live out your faith. In just a few minutes and with little preparation, simply choose a card each day. So let's just grab a couple random cards and see. Find a way to remind a child or friend in your life of the good news of the gospel and God's love for them in a simple way today. Ask a friend to be your accountability partner for your faith goals. Check in with each other via a quick text, a neighborhood walk, or a coffee shop meetup. Worship through your mundane tasks today. Thank God for the food you are preparing. Praise Him for the clothes He's provided you while doing laundry. Praise Him for the home He has given you when cleaning. Praise Him for the clients you're replying to in an email. Create a blessings jar. Keep a strip of paper handy and add moments and praises as you notice the good each day. Open the jar quarterly to mark God's faithfulness. So these are just really nice cards to just kind of pull to kind of grow your faith each day. Like it says, little by little. You know, just in small, simple little tasks that you may not think about. So the Daily Grace Co., I don't know if you're familiar with them, but I think I'm an affiliate with them. I just have never utilized my link, but they have a lot of Bible studies. And I believe they bought out Cultivate What Matters. So this bookmark, John 1:5, came with my order, and it's the Daily Grace Co. So interesting. All right, the first 2 things I'm going to show you, this is the Cultivated Life Evaluation Guide. This is the most important book that I'm going to use to set my goals for 2026. This is his year, a grace-filled guide to setting God-centered goals. The table of contents, so you can kind of get an idea of what is inside this book. So this will be the first thing that I dig into. I'm going to dig into it today. It may take me a couple days to get through it, but this is going to kind of help me to set my goals based on working in the within the will of God. So this evaluation guide is also kind of the same thing that's going to help me evaluate life as it is now and kind of where I want to go. You'll see these color-coded pages are the same colors that you'll see throughout the Powersheets. So like this yellow color is for community. This bluish color here is for finances. So you'll see that she's got it color coded here. So we'll do the life evaluation guide after I do the, this is his year workbook. And then let me show you the Powersheets that I ordered. So I have not looked at this, but it comes in this nice storage box. And look, I got this really pretty berry color. It's so pretty. So it comes with 2 cards. It comes with my word of the year. You could write your word of the year. You could kind of hang it on your desk or on your computer, whatever you want to do to remind you daily of your word of the year. And then it comes with a what matters most, kind of like my why. What is my why for setting these goals? And you can write that in this card and hang it up as a daily reminder. So then we have a 2026 season by season holidays list. And then 2026 at a glance. I like that. And we have a sheet of stickers. So I'm not fully familiar with the methods behind Powersheets, but that is something that I will be learning as I go. But let's just kind of get a look at the planner. I love these florals. Just, you can't go wrong with florals. And these florals match the cover perfectly. So pretty. So I'm just going to kind of flip through these, and I don't know if you can see what the, yeah, I think you can kind of read what's on the pages. So if you want to pause, I'll try to flip through kind of slowly so that you can see what is on each page. A year of progress, not perfection. Little by little adds up. This is like a little roadmap. And I think that these stickers, it looks like these round gold stickers would go here. Like as you complete each step, you would kind of put a sticker there to mark your progress. Your cultivated year has just begun. Brainstorm your year ahead to mark your starts. I love that it has examples here too. Come alive again. What do you want to cultivate in the year ahead? What are you passionate about? Name what fires you up. Examples. Learn from the past. Good things, challenges, lessons, and gratitude. You have a place here. What worked last year? What didn't work last year? How I learned and grew. What I'm hopeful for. This is just a place where you just brainstorm. You don't worry about making this pretty. You just write everything down. It's going to help you to establish what you want your goals to be. Evaluate where you are now. So you can see that these boxes are all color coded with the colors I told you about. So we have 8 different sections here: community, family, finance, health and wellness, home and spaces, spiritual and personal growth, work and learning, and then you have a blank space here to put your own area that you kind of want to evaluate. You can give it a rating of 1 to 10. Cultivate your mindset. Have you ever felt like too much or not enough? What has shaped your beliefs about your identity? Upgrade your mindset to grow your confidence in who you are. Examples. I love the examples. You have a place here for your negative mindset. What have you believed about yourself? And positive mindset. How can you reframe your thoughts? Name what matters, with examples again. What will have mattered? What won't have mattered? So this is, when you've named what matters, you can set goals that act as a compass, pointing you toward a vision and helping you live out today. These are cultivated goals, goals that build a legacy. The good you do today has the potential to change generations. Be bold and plant one small seed today by getting clear on your big picture. You have everything you need. It says, dig in. Imagine yourself many years from now, looking back on the whole of your life. Where will you be grateful you spent your time and attention? Defining this will give you motivation and passion for living out this vision now with your 2026 goals. Make a decision to own where you'll spend your time, what I want more of and what I want less of. Grow what lasts longer than you. So this is kind of just a fill in the blank, my most purposeful year. Choose your focus, big dreams, finish lines, habits. This is a little QR code. When you're ready, scan here for more habit resources. I like that. I'll have to check that out. Brainstorm your goals. This, again, just a brainstorming kind of scratch piece of paper. Don't worry about making it pretty. With your 4 or your 8 different color-coded sections here. Set goals that stick. Break it down little by little, on purpose, on a schedule, and measurable. So this is like the acronym BLOOM, which would be kind of like their version. It says our version of SMART goals. So if you've heard of SMART goals, this is their version with the acronym BLOOM. Bloom where you're planted by breaking your goals down. Your yearly goal steward my finance. So these are just examples, I guess. Grow my friendships, steward my finances well. Y'all, I don't know if you can hear this, but there is a little tune playing in the background. There's something in my closet in my office that plays random music. It's almost like a card. I don't know what it is. I can't find it, but it just randomly plays and it's kind of creepy. I need to dig out everything in that closet and figure it out. So I don't know if you can hear that in the background, but it just went off randomly by itself. Dreams become decisions when you cultivate them. My yearly goals. So here's a place where you could put your, I think, yes. So these are the color-coded flags that you could put here that match the different, where were they? The color-coded areas. So you see that you have the color-coded flags here, so you could put your flags there, and then write your 2026 yearly goals here for reference. Research shows you are 42% more likely to achieve your goals if you write them down. Choose between 1 and 8 goals, whatever fits your unique life and focus for 2026. And remember, you have permission to change your mind and change course throughout the year. It's time to bloom where you are planted. These flowers are so pretty. I love how all the colors are consistent. Okay, so we have a goal action plan. Let's see. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have 8 different sections. Remember I said there was 8 different sections that match the color coding here. So we have a goal action plan spread for each goal. Break it down and get it done. Season 1, 2, 3, and 4. These can be broken down into quarters, like the quarters of the year. Pace yourself for success. The best things in life grow slowly. Okay, hold on. I don't know what this is. Let's see. Focus on the first season. Take it one season at a time if needed. Once you've taken a few steps forward over the next few months, your steps will become clearer. Spread out your starts. Depending on your season of life, it might be helpful to begin your goals at different times throughout the year. Consider focusing on 1 or 2 main goals at a time. While prioritizing these main goals, you can still make small progress toward your other goals. This is a great strategy to help avoid burnout. Consider your resources. Check your goals to see whether making progress is realistic in each season. Depending on the resources you have available, time, patience, willpower, focus, space, money, etc. It says use the yearly overview on the next page to plan out a year of purposeful progress. Take a bird's eye view here and bring together the goals and action steps for each of your yearly goals, as well as important events from your calendar. This is a place to brainstorm and see if you're growing too much in a month or season, and ensure you're leaving room for rest and delight all throughout the year. So you have here season 1, 2, 3, and 4, or quarter 1, 2, 3, and 4 with the months in here. So you would just kind of brainstorm your ideal year throughout the seasons and months. Make it easy to remember. This is about your word of the year. Brainstorm your word. And then we go into the planner. So your word of the year, why I chose this word. So this is kind of like a vision board. Visualize what's ahead. It's to make it more likely you'll live it. And then we live it out. How to make a tending list. So this is stuff that I'm not familiar with. So I will do videos throughout the year to kind of guide you along how to use tending list. I do have, like I said, more orders with different resources and things that I can use along with this goal planning system. So we'll go through those as I get them. One more word about perfection. We find joy in abundant life in little by little progress, not overnight success. In a garden, we know there will be dirt, weeds, and faded flowers, and it's the same with our goals. Here, we recognize right from the start that there will be setbacks, skipped days, and missed milestones. When you set the expectation early that you won't live out a new goal perfectly the right way or right away, you won't be thrown off when it happens. When we aim for perfection, we fail. This is me. When we aim for progress, we finish. Dig in. Where have you seen imperfect progress add up in the past? Write down a few reminders of past wins to encourage your future self to keep going, even when it feels messy. I like this. When my plans don't go as planned, I will remind myself of what matters in the big picture. Make my goal or action steps smaller or simpler. Ask a friend for help or accountability. Be kind to myself. And there's a place to write 2 other things. When those of us who struggle with perfection realize that our plans don't go as planned. So then we go into January. All good things start with 1 step. We have a monthly reset. So I believe we do a monthly reset every month. And then we also do a quarterly reset, I believe. Don't know where that would be. So January, February, March. So I think the quarterly reset would come in April. This is a monthly reset. Break it down, tending list. I don't know. Like I said, I'm learning how to do all of this. So monthly reset, important to-dos, goals to make progress on my calendar, on my mind. We have a cultivated life evaluation check-in. Assign each area of your life a number between 1 and 10 for the past month. This will help you celebrate progress and notice areas to nourish. Again, you have these 4 color-coded areas of your life. Then we have the dated monthly calendar. Each month, it looks like, has a core truth. This one is any day can be a fresh start. Believe in little by little progress. We have a routines reset, morning, evening routine, weekend reset routine. When you're ready, scan here for more routines resources. I love these QR codes with more resources. This is good news. You don't have to have superhuman willpower or rely on motivation to succeed. The smartest goal setters use research-backed strategies. That music is playing again. The smartest goal setters use research-backed strategies to implement new habits and complete action steps with ease. While your goals might be the big picture, the way you'll live them out is often very practical, starting with these smart strategies. So I love this. All right, weekly rhythm ideas. So this would be your ideal weekly schedule, I believe. I don't personally do well with schedules. I have ADHD, so a schedule is probably really good for me. I just noticed that these coils are cracked. That's weird. I don't know about that. I may have to contact them and let them know. Maybe they can send me a replacement coil. But I just noticed like the gold on the coiling is cracked. Okay, this says this is for the season. So for this first quarter, the things that we do regularly shape the people we're becoming. Over time, our ordinary practices shape not only our habits, but our hearts. Because of this, they deserve thoughtful consideration. Use these pages to brainstorm the habits and regular rhythms that will help you live out what matters this season. What will help you spend your time well? How can you use your time with purpose and joy? As you do, consider these questions. What frustrates me or overwhelms me right now? What cannot change and what can change? What do I want more of or less of in my life? How can I open or close each week well? So I said before, I'm ADHD. I cannot function with a rigid schedule. It for some reason I just shut down. I get overwhelmed. I guess that with my ADHD comes perfection or perfectionism. So it's something that I struggle with. But I'm thinking that I could possibly do time blocks. So not specifically, I must start this task at 8 o'clock, because if I start at 8:05 in my brain, I'm an all or nothing person. So if I were to start even 5 minutes late, it would be like, oh, well, I can't do this now because I'm 5 minutes late. So maybe time blocks or just blocks of time with maybe like first hour of my day, second hour of my day, third hour of my day, something like that, so that it's not a specific time schedule that I'm going to automatically set myself up for failure if I don't complete the task on time. I don't know. I'm going to have to work on some kind of reverse psychology way to trick my brain into still thinking that I'm being productive and accomplished without the rigid schedule, but using routines, I guess, is what I would need to use. Here's a way to break it down. The smaller you can make your next step, the more likely you are to take it. This is another thing that's hard for me with ADHD. My ADHD perfectionist, all or nothing brain is when I think of doing a task, I will get overwhelmed because my brain automatically sees all the steps that are included in the task. So then I would get overwhelmed with all the steps. So I guess this would be a way that I can figure out the goal, but break it into small, manageable steps so that I don't get personally overwhelmed. I don't know. I'm going to have to work through all of this. So if you've used Powersheets in the past and you have, your ADHD, your all or nothing thinking like I am, perfectionist tendencies, give me some tips down in the comments below. I will greatly appreciate them. And then we have a tending list. So each month has a tending list. Like I said, I'm not exactly familiar with what the tending list is, but I will learn and share with you guys as I learn. So at the end of the month, we have a monthly review with each of your color-coded goal sections. And then we just go into each month. And like I said, I think I thought there was a quarterly reset. I'm not sure. So your monthly tabs are they just have little quotes on them. I guess I can show you all of those. So January, all good things start with one step. The best things in life grow slowly. Bloom where you've been planted. Believe in what you can't yet see. Choose what matters. Little by little, progress adds up. Grow what lasts longer than you. Choose progress, not perfection. Celebrate all the tiny victories. A cultivated life is a sweet life. Gratitude turns what we have into more than enough. Cultivating what matters changes everything. And then at the end here, so this is the end of December with our month in review. Endings can be new beginnings. So then we kind of have that same roadmap scenario with the 2026 year in review. And we have notes pages. And then just a little encouraging note here. You did it this year. You chose progress, not perfection, moved forward through challenges, cultivated your life intentionally, and your little by little progress really added up. Today we celebrate you. Love that. And there's a little bibliography here with some books that kind of helped, I guess, make this goal planning system become a reality. And I actually have Atomic Habits. I have this book. I have not read it because I'm a book collector, not a book reader. But Atomic Habits, we have study focuses and strategies for achieving goals, resolutions. And then we have combining motivational and volitional interventions to promote exercise participation, protection, motivation theory, and implementation intentions. So yeah, interesting. All right, so that is my first Cultivate What Matters haul. And you know what? Let's see, what did I do with that thing? This is my 2022 Powersheets Goal Planner that I never used. And I think instead of bothering the company, I think actually this coil is bigger. I think I might just take this coil off of this planner and just replace it, because these coils will come apart very easily. I don't know yet. I don't know if I will notify them of what the deal is here. I don't know that you guys can see this on camera, but the gold is it's cracked. It's like all the way down here. So I may just do that myself, because it's not that big of an issue to me, because I have the extra. If I didn't have the extra, it would be a big deal to me. And this coil is bigger, and I kind of like that anyway, because if I go adding stuff in this planner, of course it's going to grow. So yeah, anyways, so that is my first Cultivate What Matters order. I'm super excited to dig into. This is his year. Super excited to dig into this. So I'm going to have my my Bible and everything on my couch here shortly, and that is where I'm going to spend my afternoon doing this workbook. So stay tuned for more Cultivate What Matters videos as I show you the next 2 orders that I placed with them. I do have a link down in the description below with a code, which is So Gracefully Broken in all capital letters. Please use that code at checkout. It lets Cultivate know that I am sharing their products. And as an affiliate, I do have an obligation to post videos and share their products. So when you use that code, it just lets them know that I am working for them and helping spread and cultivate positivity and faith with their products on my channel. So that's it for this video. I love you guys. I'll see you on the next one. Bye, y'all.
I will love